adjust the camera just a tiny little bit. Alexa, play background jazz.
Jazz in the background from Spotify.
Hello. Let me prop this up a little bit. Alrighty, there we go. Tilt the camera just a tiny bit. Hello, everyone. Hi. Everyone's here now. Wonderful, wonderful. Everyone's here. Let me get my glasses because these purple lights are blinding my eyes. Hold on. Where are they? Found them. Yeah. Let me get the shades. Yeah, what's up, my homie Jerry's? We're back again. We're back! Hello, everybody! Hello, Space Bros fans! Say hi to the Green Boy. And more importantly, Green Boy, say hi to them. Hello, everyone. It's me, Clarkson, from Space Bros. I am legally required to be here to say hello to you. Hello. Thank you, Clarkson. Now, everybody! We are doing a Clarkson VA stream. Who liked the new episode? Who did? Who liked it? Who liked it? You liked it? You liked it? I know you did. Hey, do I see my beautiful, gorgeous, amazing star in the background? Yes, there he is. He's right there. He's on the poster. You look good in shades. Thank yous. I love the episode so much. I'm glad you liked it. I love the Eddsworld reference. Oh god, I love Eddsworld, and that's why I was so happy that, like, we got to do, like, a kind of an Eddsworld thing for this. I mean, honestly, it's fitting because of the direction that we're taking with Space Bros, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so glad that you guys know now that we're doing, like, a multi-animation style series sort of thing. Like, similar to Eddsworld, right? Each episode, is gonna be animated in a completely different style. You know what I mean? That's gonna be super interesting. You know what I mean? Hello, it's been a while since I watched one of your streams. Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've watched one of your streams. Well, yeah, it has been a while. Drunk Ava was something I never knew I needed. I know. Wasn't Drunk Ava just, like, the thing that we all needed in our lives? And guys, Jake Parr as Dr. Fizzle. We finally got to see it. In the official episode, guys, Jake Parr was Dr. Fizzle. Bro, it was so good. Funny story about that. I got his line last, because him and Ellie, they had the, like, only one line, so I got their lines last, right? And I got Jake's the very last. You know, he's a busy man. He's a professional big shot. I didn't want to bother him. So, he got it done in like 5 seconds. I'm not joking. I'm literally not kidding. I sent him the voice example of how I wanted him to say it, and he got it done within like it felt like 5 seconds of me sending it to him. It was so fast. I had never had a line delivered to me that quickly before, dude. Bro's been voice acting for 3 years and has been in like all kinds of things where I know him from some stuff. And it's like, I mean, what was I expecting? He's Jake Parr. Speaking of Jake Parr, do you guys know he's going to take central focus in the next episode? We're finally getting the return of Dr. Fizzle. The return of Dr. Fizzle! It's coming, everybody! Yeah, the next episode is gonna be a lore-centric episode. Finally, remember lore? Remember that we have that in the show? Don't get too excited, though. The episode after that is about Ava becoming friends with a sentient switchblade. But yeah, this next one's gonna be a big lore episode. Big lore episode. Stay tuned. Also, you didn't hear this from me. Just in case it doesn't happen. I really hope it does, but just in case it doesn't, you didn't hear this from me. The next episode might be the one that we release the merch. Okay? You didn't hear it from me, just in case it doesn't happen. Don't get your expectations too high, but just in case, you know, just you didn't hear it from me, but maybe. So, how you guys doing tonight? You guys doing good? You guys think I should take the shades off? Do the shades make me... Do you guys like me better without the shades or with the shades? I'm just curious. The next episode will be here. Getting ready for... So you guys doing... I know, bro, I came in there with the Riz, like... So? How's it going? Is Clarkson cover of that considered lost media now? Yes, it is. It's lost media forever, and you'll never see it again. If there's Star merch, you can take all of my money. We will be releasing Space Bros merch, eventually. Maybe in the next episode, but you just, maybe. Right now, I need you guys more than I've ever needed you guys. You guys, rewatch all the old episodes, make as many fan animations as you can, and watch the new episode. Even if you're not, you don't feel like watching it, put it on the background or something. Okay, we need views, and we need fan animations. I need you guys more than I have ever needed you before. Space Bros, it needs a boost right now. And you guys, the fans, are the only people that can give it that boost. Do it for the green boy. Come on, guys, do it for me. Please. Do it for Clarkson, guys. Okay, think about fan art. I love it. I love the fan art. Only problem, it's not as helpful as, animated shorts or even, an animatic. There's a reason for this. So, the YouTube algorithm will only show art posts for a certain amount of time. When you make a short or a video, it actually stays up forever. Meaning when you, if you put hashtag Space Bros in the title of the short or the video or whatever, it becomes a part of that hashtag forever. Meaning whenever people look it up or get into Space Bros, all that fan content is going to come piling down on them. However, posts, they're going to have to go to your channel and scroll to find that shit. The art is cool. I love the fan art. Love it so much. However, animated shorts and stuff like that, fan animations, that helps more than you could ever possibly imagine. Make some fan animations, use hashtag Space Bros. It is the most helpful thing any of you could ever possibly do to help me out. Please make the fan animations. Make edits. I'm okay with edits, dude. Guys, I need you guys like any show creator needs their fandom. We're not like other fandoms, you know what I mean? We're smaller, but we're still here. That's the whole thing. We're here, you know what I mean? We're here, and we're proud, you know what I mean? We're proud to be Space Bros fans, so why don't we let everybody know it, you know what I mean? Let's show all of them. Let's make those animations, make those fan animations, make those edits, make that fan art, spread it everywhere. You know what I mean? Post it to TikTok, post it to Reddit, I don't care. It's up to you guys to spread Space Bros to as many people as far across the internet as you physically can. Okay, I'm counting on you guys. I'm counting on you guys. Anyway, enough peer pressuring. So, how's it going? I need more than I need you're more than I need oxygen. That's crazy. I'm here. Oh my god, KRJ Games. You just missed the part about how I was saying how right now we need more Space Bros fan animations more than ever. You just missed it. It's funny because you're like one of the only people that is like I know for a fact is an animator. I recognize some of the usernames that have done Space Bros fan animations in the past, but I know for sure you're an animator, mainly because you work with me. That's why. How are you, Mr. Aiden? Hello, I am doing absolutely wonderful this time of evening. Okay, Master, I will watch every Space Bros episode and other Space Bros content 1,000,000 times. Oh yeah, here's a quick thing, regarding rewatch and stuff. Don't just click it back out and then click back on, because then YouTube's gonna think that it's people clicking onto the video, watching a couple seconds, and then not liking it and clicking it off. You gotta watch the entire thing. And guys, come on. Each one of them is like a minute long? The pilot is the longest one, guys. Like, you're telling me that you guys can't sit through like a minute? You guys can't put it on for a minute? You know what I mean? I love the episode of Space Bros. The new one? I'm assuming you're talking about the new one. But yeah, guys. The little vampire guys, after Clarkson pulls out the machine gun, bro. Clarkson, he likes guns, but he doesn't like guns nearly as much as he likes explosive devices. Bombs are really his thing. You know what song really fits him? Have you guys ever heard Pop by Paranoid DJ? Really fits him. Perfect, bro. There's never been a song that fits Clarkson more than Pop, dude. How's Clarkson? Is the boy doing okay? I saw he was depressed over the pilot of Has-Been. Oh yeah, you guys saw that short? Not the new short episode, the physical YouTube short we posted. Yeah, he was crying. He was crying. He was getting emotional when he was watching Charlie he was watching Charlie in the Has-Been pilot crying, okay, because he's a little simp. I love that Has-Been Hotel is just canonically a show that exists in the Space Bros universe. Haven't been able to get to watching the new episode since it's my birthday week. Alright. I have to go, I'll be back, but if not, Biden. Oh, alright. You know, there is one thing, do you guys mind if I, go on a little bit of a tangent really quickly? You guys don't mind that, right? That's right. Of course you don't. You guys came to hear me talk. Right. So, one thing that I really hate is when I do Psycho Cutie streams and then I talk about Space Bros, and then a bunch of people promise, they're saying that I'm gonna watch it, I just haven't had time. You're not gonna fucking watch it. You're lying to me. You're not. Dude, you had so much time to watch it. You're not. You're not gonna, you're lying to me. Because you want validation. Okay? It's like, because I don't see any of them commenting. You know what I mean? I haven't seen any of them commenting. You know what I mean? I'm convinced mostly all of the new Space Bros fans, it's just people that discovered the show. It's not the Psycho Cuties fandom moving over to it. The Psycho Cuties fandom is concerned about one thing and one thing only. Psycho Cuties. You know what I mean? And it's like, when I see people talking about that, and like, oh, you made Psycho Cuties. Wow, I'm such a big fan. No, you're fucking not. You're a fan of Psycho Cuties. I didn't even make Psycho Cuties, okay? I just dub a Russian show that doesn't have an English translation into English, and I did it so flawlessly that everyone has just been like, yep, this is the English dub now. IMDb has decided, Google's decided, millions and millions of people, we're getting the same number of views that the actual Russian episodes are getting. And reaction YouTubers, too. We basically brought this entire show into America, giving it its own audience here in America. You know what I mean? But, like, yeah. It's something that kind of pisses me off. You're not a fan of me if you're like, oh, I like Psycho Cuties. I love you. I'm a big fan of you. You're a fan of Psycho Cuties. You're not a fan of me or my work. If you're a fan of Space Bros, then you're a fan of me and my work. I can maybe make the adjustment of, like, if you're talking about me voicing Massacre, because that's my voice work. That actually, you know what I mean? That makes sense. But if they're just talking about my channel and me in general, and they're talking about Psycho Cuties, that pisses me off a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to be known for the thing that I spend hours of my life producing. Not for the thing that somebody else makes, and then I, like, spend, like, a couple weeks dubbing it over in English. You know what I mean? That's not what I want to be known for. Star and Clarkson on a plane. Star, this is actually my first time flying. Clarkson, we're gonna crash! You know, Clarkson, this is actually my first time flying. I'm really nervous. We're gonna crash! I really shouldn't be yelling. My sister is, like, sleeping in the other room next to me, so I really should not be yelling like that. Actually, is my door locked? Yeah, it's locked. We're good. We're good, fam. I'm gonna check. Not yet, we're good. Hold on, wait, I got some water. That's good. How you guys doing? Clarkson, I want to give you a hug. Hug. You've been hugged. But yeah, guys, things are getting real for Space Bros, man. Things are getting real, dude. Look at this. I definitely did not have that a year ago. Things are changing, and they're changing fast. I'm making progress. I really feel like I'm making progress. The only thing, and I mean, it is good. I'm seeing the numbers increase every day. You know, I see the new episode, it gets another 100 views every couple seconds. But, you know, it bugs me to see that, like, you know, the pilot's got 10K. First short has, like, 8K and, like, 700 as well. But, like, you know, like, Mark's short only has 1K, and the new short hasn't reached 1K, but it's getting there. Like, it feels like, you know what I mean? Like things are like, in view count, they're decreasing, but I think that's just to be expected, mainly because, when I released the second short, many people I don't even think knew that it was happening. Which is why I think, you know, changing all the thumbnails is going to help with that. But yeah, I need you guys to spread it as much as you can. Use popular audios, make animations, you know what I mean? I need you guys. Okay, you guys are important to me. Is Space Bros OC animations cringy? I wouldn't say it's cringe to make Space Bros OCs, just like it's not cringe to make any kind of OC. I think it's just how you present it, you know what I mean? Or just, like, you know, depending on what kind of person you are and how you handle things, that might make it seem a little cringe. But even if something is cringe, that shouldn't matter. You know what I mean? The thing about being cringe is once you realize you're cringe and you accept it and embrace it as a part of yourself, you're free. You know what I mean? Because then you don't have to worry about what other people think about you. You can just do things that make you happy, regardless of whether it's cringe or not. Cringe culture died the second people realized that the cringe people were okay with being cringe. To be cringe is to be free, exactly. Hi. Hello. I am a fan of you. I can see that. Can I finally get some voice requests? I mean, this is called the CLARKSON VA stream. I'm very excited to see where Space Bros is headed. I know I have my own projects, but it's an honor. It's an honor to be working on Space Bros. Honestly, I feel like it has a really bright future. Thank you so much. I'm super excited for you to animate an episode. I'm really excited to see how you tackle that. Obviously, I'm going to be helping you the entire step of the way there. But I'm honestly excited to see how you tackle it. Because, like, you have a very unique style. So I'm very interested to see how you tackle this one. The next one, actually, is going to be animated by August. August is going to be animating the next one. Isn't that pretty neat? August can be animated in the next one. You guys know August. They did the short where Clarkson was crying over Hasbin. That was them. They did the Clarkson doodles I made a post of. They did a couple things actually, yeah. You know them. As for the one after that, I think Oven might be doing that one. I'm not entirely sure, but I think Oven's gonna handle that one. Pretty sure Oven's handling that one. And then the one after that is gonna be KRJ Games. Also, now that I'm doing it this way, I can work on Space Bros and another project of my choosing at any time. Makes things a lot easier and more efficient. Animation / character idea for Dr. Fizzle every time he gets infuriating or crashes out. His bottle was like that would be cool, but his head has a cap on it, so I don't think that would make too much sense. Also, I feel like he'd die, if the liquid was leaking out of his head. Voice requests. What? We can't play Roblox. We don't want the doors incident. What? We can't play Roblox? We don't want the doors incident? Bro, I loved recording for this new episode. This new episode, recording-wise, was peak. Okay, I loved recording for this new one. Not yet! I think there's still a couple of reindeer on the side. Oh, there they go. Peak. Drunk Clarkson was awesome. I've gotten to play Possessed Clarkson, and now I've gotten to play Drunk Clarkson. And obviously Clarkson. I've never gotten to play 3 versions of the same character before. If you were to do another character in Space Bros instead of Clarkson, who would you do? Like voice-wise? That's complicated, dude. What, you're not coming to my tea party, Star? I made biscuits. Okay. What? You're not coming to my tea party? Star! I made biscuits! Biscuits. Hi. The Santa Claus reference was peak. I watched that movie all the time as a kid. I had to reference it. Can you sing in Clarkson's voice for us? Any song will do, as long as it's not, like, happy birthday or something. Alright. Question about Space Bros. Since Christmas exists in space, do certain aliens celebrate different holidays? Yes, they do. Like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all kinds. Okay, there's all kinds of. They probably celebrate holidays you guys haven't even heard of. I mean, they're aliens. But yeah, of course, Christmas exists in space. Santa's magic, and he's got a flying sleigh. Why can't he travel to space? I don't think he's gonna be traveling anywhere for a while though, because this little green goober shot his sleigh down. That was one of my favorite details to do, was the sleigh slowly coming down, like the back of it's on fire. That was one of my favorite. What was it? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to say? Or like something? I was something. I'm pretty sure. Right, I'm supposed to sing. Okay. What's a good song for him? Also, I don't think I can sing that loud. I think I know one that might work. You gotta step on up till the spotlight finds your face. Step on up till you have found your calling up on center stage. Oh, bunny boy, you're such a guy, but it's my turn to play. Step on up. I already messed up the lyrics of this song. Okay, let me go back a bit. Let me do a part that I'm familiar with in that song. This is just the first thing I thought of. Out in the limelight, everyone sees you. I think that I might just wanna be you. I'll make them love me, just like I see them love you. If I follow my destiny, I know what I must do. Oh! Alright, there's one. What's another song that'd be really good for him? I have to go, but if Clarkson could say, Star, why are you driving? You're drunk. Not that I'm less sober, but move aside. Star, why are you driving? You're drunk. I mean, not that I'm less sober, but move over. Oh, okay. What's a really good song? For like Clarkson specifically. You know what? Clarkson's a has-been fan, so he should sing a has-been song. What's a good has-been song for him? So I've had a stroke of luck, it's true, but I'm not one to rest on my laurels. I think it's time to something our crew. Extend an olive branch, go knock on some doors. What's a good song for him? Damn it, I cannot think of one. You know, I'm just gonna briefly do Rain on Me or something. So I've had a stroke, it's true. I have to do that now. So I've had a stroke, it's true. Is it You You've been nothing but a thorn in my side since day one. But I am Clarkson the Great, and I will not, be undone. Welcome to Clarkson Spectacular. In the pound! Please excuse my thespian vernacular when I say that was going down. I've had enough of you, so dance, my little puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. That's, you know, I'm done singing as Clarkson for now. I can't think of songs that fit him. Clarkson Dubarian vein. You're a lot shorter in person. They're the same height. But yeah, bro. Freaking. I'm just trying to think. You know what? Let me get something out of the way. Alexa, stop. This is for anyone who's gonna even try to bring up some kind of like massacric voice requests. I'm just gonna do something for you real quick. I'm going to sing the song Wonderful from The Wizard of Oz. Well, you know, technically the Wicked for good. I'm gonna sing it as massacric now. Wonderful, they called me wonderful. So I said, wonderful, if you insist. Wonderful, I will be wonderful. Just look who's wonderful, this small town hick, who said it might be keen to sew a cat of green and a wonderful world where I'm not sick. There we go. You're welcome. Now we're continuing with the Space Bros. You enjoy your massacric singing thingy. Maybe at some point I'll do like an actual like well-recorded cover of that song because I think it really does fit him. But now we're going back to Space Bros. When is Clarkson partnering with Smug Justin? Nah, bro. They're collaborating with Dripston first, bro. Dripston, what are you doing here? There we go. You guys have no idea what I'm referencing right now, and that's why it's so funny. Baron Vane in episode when? He's actually gonna show up in the next one. Very briefly, but he'll be there. Finally. And you guys are gonna get to see who's gonna voice him. It's not me. Somebody else. I was gonna voice him, but now we're getting somebody else. You'll see who it is. When I get up there. It's just Clarkson talking to himself. Once I get up there, you will fuck it up. Just watch. That sounds horrible. Your vibrato is so good, I can't sing well because of some issues with my voice. Who is older, Clarkson or Baron Vane? Baron Vane is ever so slightly older, and he holds it over Clarkson's head. Okay? That's just how they are. Make Clarkson beg Justin for milk and cookies. Please, Justin! I need this! My mouth is kind of lacking cookies and milk. I really want to go to bed. Read me a bedtime story. You guys have no idea what I'm referencing, and I love that. I love that so much. Baron better be badass. He's something. I'm gonna be honest, like, he's got some moments where he's, like, actually kind of scary and disturbing. So just be aware of that. Star and Clarkson stoned. Clarkson, dude, are you real? Star, I think so. Hi, dude. Yeah? Are you real? I think so. Am I? Bro, you know what would really fit Clarkson and Star? You know that clip of the, like... So, dude, I've been thinking. If you chopped off your leg, where would the pain go? Well, dude, are you stupid? It's gonna go in your leg. Well, yeah, I thought that too, right? But, like, think about it. You chop off your leg, where's it gonna go? No, it's not gonna go there. Well, but that's stupid, because the pain's gonna... Ah, you see? How are you gonna feel the pain in your leg if your leg is gone? You guys know that? Somebody animate... It's like someone take that clip and animate it with Star and Clarkson getting high. Baron, I love it when you're evil. Fizzle. This is me at my most evil. Do your evil laugh. Fizzle. Bro, you guys are not prepared for Dr. Fizzle and Baron Vane to talk for the first time. You guys are not prepared for it. It's peak. Alexa, play background jazz.
Jazz in the background from Spotify.
You know, also, I'm working on something else. It might not be ready for a while, but trust me, it's gonna change everything. Guys, you don't even understand. Guys don't even know. But when you see what I'm doing, it's something I haven't even mentioned or talked about yet, but when you see what I'm working on, when you meet, you'll see. You'll see. Righty-hoes then. Baron is probably gonna break me for sure. Dude, you gotta chill out. Stop being so thirsty over all of them. Bro, you gotta chill. Question. Are being like Ava and the blue chick organic, or are they synthetic beings? They're robots, dude. How have you not... You never noticed that? They're robots. You didn't notice that they're robots? They have like lines all over them and like a core and like there's like a metal... You never noticed that they're robots, dude? They have a robot filter over their voice. Also, the blue chick's name is Evie. I understand why some people probably wouldn't know that. That's like pretty baller knowledge. I only talk about it in streams and like posts and stuff. Only like the most OG Space Bros fans know her name. But she's gonna be really important. She's like with them. I am a little sad that we didn't get Casey on this poster. Since Casey is important, but they're not as important this season, so I feel like it doesn't matter. I mean, like, she wasn't even in the trailer. Like, the concept trailer, I mean. What did I miss? Nothing much. Out of the two brothers, who rizzes better? Clarkson or Baron Vane? That is so fucking tough. This is not a bias. I think it's Clarkson for, like, a simple reason. Baron Vane is a sheltered rich kid. You know what I mean? He's a very powerful one, and he's a little scary, but he's still just at his core a sheltered rich kid who watches too much anime. So, I think it would be Clarkson. He has more street smarts, he's got more experience with talking. But yeah. Honestly, it just depends on what you guys are into. Like, I know for some of you, if he were to, like, threaten you, Baron Vane, if he were to threaten you, somehow you guys would get turned on. I don't know what kind of shit you guys are on, but I know some of you would. You know who you are. I will like me some Clarkson in the mail, unless... I know a person who ships Ava and Evie. No. Never gonna happen. Ever. Should I tell you a little bit about Evie? Just a bit, you know, like, keep things going? Right. So I think I've mentioned her backstory before, but I'll do it again really quickly. Right. I mixed Ava and Evie. Evie was created to be an assassin model that was created for a specific task, and I can't tell you what that task is because it would spoil some really important things for the story. Right, so when they were making her, they were finally, you know, uploading all the files to her personality core. They were going to turn her into a ruthless assassin that follows orders. But Dr. Fizzle accidentally uploaded some of his pirated anime into her personality core and turned her into what can only be described as robot anime waifu girl. She still has all of the knowledge and functionality and weapons of an assassin, but she was so expensive to make and took so long to engineer that they can't make another one, meaning they kind of just gotta work with what they have. So yeah, that's kind of her whole thing. Also, because her main target, and I can't explain why this is Clarkson, it's not to kill him. I can't tell you all the details, but she doesn't want to kill him. It's to get something from him. And because of that, and because of something that he does, let's just say she kind of gets down bad. I think she kind of gets down bad for him. And it creates a very interesting situation in the episode where we finally get to see her, in the shopping episode. Things are gonna get interesting. There's Evie equals me, Ira. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, chat. You gotta chill. You gotta chill out, bro. Gooner, Dr. Phil. Nah, bro. Nah. But yeah, basically, she's just robot Himiko Toga. That is the best way to describe her. She is robot assassin waifu Himiko Toga. I act like Toga sometimes. I'm sure you do. Not me probably going to draw fan art. I'm sure you are. So, V sounds like V. Not exactly. If you guys are talking about V from Murder Drones, V is a very different character from Toga. V isn't exactly crazy. She just acts crazy. You know what I mean? She does it as a way to kind of separate herself from the other drones. Toga has some actual mental issues due to the fact that her quirk is making her crazy. But yeah, V is just kind of pretending to be crazy. And we can see, like, the mask drop towards the very end of the series when she seems very normal, very chill. V's a very complicated and tragic character. I mean, just like Toga. But, no. Very different characters. That's why I'm not saying Evie is like V. She's similar. You know who's more like V? Ava is more like V. But she's also very much like Uzi. You know, they're both kind of edgy and listen to Nightcore and stuff. She's got the cat ears that everybody had when we were all, like, back in 2019. But, yeah. Basically, yeah. I mean, also, Uzi was her headcanon voice, which Ellie does such a good job. Ellie, can we give Ellie a round of applause? Okay, Ellie does such a good job voicing Ava. We love Ellie. Ellie voices Ava, and she voices Mimi in Psycho Cuties. She's probably the most popular voice actor that we have signed under us, other than me. Baron Vane slowly turns into Regina George from Mean Girl. What? What are you... What? Nah, bro, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill out. I have fun ideas for an episode of Space Bros, and it involves my human designs. Interesting. If it involves them going to Earth, I'm gonna have to shut that down, because they do go to Earth. That does happen. But it's important, and it happens later. Earth does exist in the Space Bros universe, but it comes in, it's like, so much later. And it's for an important reason. I touch, tune, telephone, animatic with Dr. Fizzle would go crazy. Now, you guys know what you get? Do a My Machine animatic with Dr. Fizzle. Please, I am begging you. Someone, you guys know, okay, listen to this song. Alexa, play My Machine from Paranoid DJ.
To explore stations available in DJ mode, visit the Amazon...
Alexa, play My Machine by Paranoid DJ.
Okay, My Machine.
Okay, listen to this. This is like Dr. Fizzle's, like, the character's theme song, practically. This song is so him. Just listen to this. Pretend this is Dr. Fizzle.
so inclined, I'd unleash my fervent mind upon the countless swaths of ignorance, the unrefined. The wheels are turning and my plans are now unfurling. Such a shame, I'll leave the ones who laugh down in their pits and squirming.
This is the most him. This is the most him any song has ever been. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yes, just like that. A conjurer of automatons and fire. My machinations for higher stations will give what I desire. I am a visionary, extraordinary. This realm will come to see. As the circle turns, these foes will turn as years in life to see.
Dude, this is so him. Alexa, stop. Alexa, play background jazz.
Jazz in the background from Spotify.
Someone, please, I am begging you, take my machine and make like a short animatic of Dr. Fizzle singing it. I am begging you, please. Of course, use hashtag SpaceBros in like the description or the video title or something. But seriously, dude, that would go so hard, bro. Star looks so majestic in that poster. I know, look at him. Look at his shocked face, dude. Also, I hate with every fiber of my being that the most popular ship in this goddamn fandom is CLARKSON. I hate that. I hate that more than anything else in the entire world. I cannot believe that there is a group of people making barely there's so little Space Bros fan animations. They do exist. There's a good amount of them, you know, for a fan base. But I cannot believe that a small portion of them are actually dedicated, exclusively dedicated to shipping these two characters. I'm not homophobic or anything. There actually are going to be some gay characters that appear in the show. But these two characters specifically, they're just friends. They are just friends. Stop trying to make friendship gay. It's not. I've been seeing people do this, okay? And I don't understand why. Just because two characters are friends, and they're both guys, does not make them gay. I get it, but like... guys, they're not gay. Stop trying to make them gay. They're not gay. Do you know what ship is canon? A ship that this is the first ship that I ever confirmed. This is the only ship that I have ever confirmed to be canon and will actually happen. And it surprised a lot of people. Stava. Star and Ava. That's canon. I get it. Pretty crazy. They were like arguing in the pilot. But remember, Star is the only one out of them that never signed the adoption papers when they adopted Ava. That's because they hated each other at the time. But yeah, that's just, sorry. Sorry, dude. That's canon. That's going to happen at some point. In fact, a little bit of interesting Space Bros knowledge for you, everybody. Let's take a closer look at the poster real quick. Just a quick little closer look. Ah, damn it. Alright. Yeah. Ignore the Has-Been Hotel free advertisement. Alright. Let's take a look-see. You see Star up here? Wouldn't that make them siblings? Absolutely fucking not. Remember, they never signed the adoption papers. In fact, none of these people are related. You know that, right? They're just friends. All of these people are like friends. Also, Ava is not a child. I get that she was the smallest member. That's why we gave her like a physical body now to match her age. I just thought it would be funny to make her like a tiny little thing made up of like metal spheres. Make her look like a character from Kirby. But apparently, you're not allowed to make tiny, adorable little munchkin characters without having people think that they are children. So, I've decided to murder dronesify Ava. Now, her and Star are actually the same height. Do you know that? Also, look where he's looking. He's looking at her. He is looking at her. Did you guys even notice that? Also, there's a canonical reason for why Ava has a body now. There's a canonical reason for that. Star is the inventor of the group. Who do you think built her body? Who do you think built her that? Who do you think physically built her this new body that she has? Where'd you think she got it from? He built her a body. And more importantly, look what he gave her. I don't know if you can see it on... Damn it, the phone's too bright. But look. Look at that. Yep. Ava definitely didn't have those before. And it just so happens that Star is the one that built her body. Did you guys not think about these things? Do you guys not think about any of this stuff? I put so much detail into all of these things when I'm thinking about them. There's details, I guarantee you, in Space Bros that none of you have picked up on. Like, for instance, number 1. In the first short, when Clarkson gets possessed by a demon, if you're actually paying attention, the reason they're at this random house and Mark is calling them from a different location is because, if you remember during that cutscene bit, Mark was talking about how his grandma died and his parents wanted them to clear out their house and move the stuff to the attic, and then he paid his friends to move it for him. And then Clarkson randomly inside his dead grandma's, in Mark's dead grandma's house, ate a purple skull. Clarkson was never possessed by a demon. He was possessed by Mark's grandma. The details were there the entire time. You guys just never realized it. Everything Clarkson did after he got possessed was a mix between him and Mark's grandma. Also, possession, it's going to come back later, but possession in this world is very different to how you think possession works. When somebody gets possessed, it merges them with the person that possessed them, creating a new personality, controlling the body. The host, that would be. Everything has lore. Do you remember when Star looked down the end of the dark hallway and saw freaking Alistair, Freddy Fazbear, and Slenderman? Remember that? You wanna know why that happened? Star fucking hallucinates when he gets too scared. That's why he always seems like he's keeping his emotions in check. Why he's asking Ava not to throw shit at him. Why he seems calm when he's fighting the vampires. He's trying to keep his emotions intact, because if he gets too scared and loses tack on his emotions, he starts hallucinating shit. There was hints of that in the pilot. Guys, there is so much stuff that you guys just don't pick up on. There's so many details. Do you guys know in the second short with Mark, you can see a hand grabbing the remote off the couch, and you can see that same hand in the new episode holding a sign saying some shit about Star. And in one of the shorts we posted, you can see that person coming up from behind a couch looking at Clarkson. Who's that person? Who's that girl? You guys ever questioned that? That there's just this person that you guys have never seen before who's just been lurking around the ship? Who just lives there? And it seems like Clarkson is the only person that knows that she exists? Guys, there is so much lore and so many details about Space Bros. And none of you have been picking up on any of this? Guys, I expected more from you. But yeah, guys, I've been setting all this shit up from day one. I've been setting... Bro, the bit when Dr. Fizzle was like, and I was hired to take you out by... And this was even while he was still in the whole, like, let's just make him a one-off villain sort of thing. This is before I added him to the main series. He mentions that he was hired by somebody. And then Mark turned off the transmission. That was hinting that Baron Vane, there was another villain behind everything. And that was hinting at Baron Vane. That was before I even announced that Baron Vane was a character. Guys, I am always hinting at stuff. Rewatch all the episodes. Hyper-examinize that stuff. I guarantee you guys are just not picking up on some of this stuff. Because there's real, like, actual lore shit that's hidden throughout every episode. Every episode is important. Every single one, dude. Every single one. Even the filler episodes. All important. After this, I'm going to rewatch everything. Go ahead. There is so much I guarantee you probably didn't even consider. Another thing. Who's flying the ship in the pilot? When they were on that planet, and Clarkson was on the phone talking to somebody, do you ever question who was flying the ship? If all of them were on another planet, and Clarkson was on the phone with somebody, trying to get them to move the ship, who is driving? Who is driving the ship? Vane? No, Vane is the villain. Vane is the main villain that is sending people after their ass. But guys, who was flying the ship? All of them were on the planet, hiding behind a rock. Who was flying the ship? Thought Ava was flying the ship? Guys, Ava was, like, getting drunk off of Dr. Pepper in her room. Ava was not flying that shit. But yeah, guys, do you ever question that? Who is flying the ship? Another question. The vampire things were already on the planet attacking them and then got onto their ship, and then it was later revealed that Dr. Fizzle was the one who sent them there. Why did they go on that random planet to begin with? It's because it was a trap. It was all a setup from the beginning. It wasn't just random. Okay, it was all set up by Dr. Fizzle. Guys, have you just not... I can't believe this. You guys just haven't been picking up on, like, the master... I feel like Light Yagami right now, explaining to all of you how I use the Death Note. I can't even believe this. I thought you guys knew about all this stuff. I really did. I had no idea that you guys had no idea that there's been all this lore and hidden stuff in Space Bros this whole time. I had no idea. You guys should make theory videos. That would be sick. Go make theory videos. But yeah, dude, like, you guys never thought about that? Or, like, what even is Mark? Did you guys ever think about that? He's the only member of the group that has magic powers. He can teleport. He can move planets. What is he? Have you guys even thought about that? In Mark's episode. Did you just say, who's Mark? Did you just say, who's Mark? Did you just say, who's... Did you just say, who's Mark? Did you just... Okay, I just want to make sure that I heard you correctly. Who's Mark? Who's Mark? I'm better now. Anyway, Mark is the third member of the Space Bros. There's 4 of them, dude. Mark has been there since the pilot episode. Guys. Well, I guess more like one guy. Dude. Mark is one of the main characters. Dude. How do you not know Mark? He's Mark. Don't tell me to calm down. How do you not know who Mark is? He was in the... He's one of the main characters. He's in the pilot. He had a whole episode showing what he does in his free time, dude. Are you okay? Dude. How do you not know Mark? Appreciating women and respecting boundaries while being cool as heck. Dr. Fizzle #1. But dude, he's actually one of my favorite. Oh yeah, Mark's one of your favorites? But yeah, for the people that do know who Mark is, have you guys never questioned Mark? Have you noticed how his design looks a bit different compared to the rest of the characters? You know what I mean? Like, his head is a giant, weird, glowing planet sphere thingy, and he's the only member of the group that has magical teleportation, planet-moving, matter-reevaluating, floating powers. You ever notice he has godlike powers? You ever question? Is he a god? You're close. I've talked about what Mark is in some other streams, but nobody's gonna go back and listen to that shit. But yeah. If you want to know who Mark is, stay tuned. Or not who, if you want to know what Mark is, why he has powers, all that good stuff. If you want to know, just, stay tuned. Because, you got some hints in Mark's episode on the equation. And, what he does in his free time. It also shows why he's always chilling out. You know what I mean? It shows why he's always, chilling out, doesn't want to really do anything. It's because when he's not chilling out, he's, solving interplanetary wars and, rearranging matter and shit. You did not just say, who's Mark again? Now you're just rage baiting, bro. You're just rage baiting. I know from one of your streams he's the son of a higher power. Yes, Mark is the son of somebody who is very, very powerful. But yeah, guys, have you guys not thought about any of this stuff? Why is Dr. Fizzle working for Baron Vane? Why is he working for him? Why are they partnered up together? What is Evie trying to get from Clarkson? What the hell even is Mark? What's the deal with Ava? They adopted her. What was her life before them? What was any of their life before they came together on this ship? It's heavily implied Clarkson got them all together, but what was it like before? What were their lives like before? Where does Star come from? Why is he so smart, building things all the time? And we know that he builds their weapons because in the pilot, their weapons, the blaster gun was, that Clarkson had, it was green, and the gun he had, Star had, it was blue. It was blue and yellow. That's his main colors. And Mark had a purple samurai sword. Who do you think makes them their weapons? It's always been Star. Did you not notice how in the new episode he had like a new little hologram pin? Where did that come from? Who invented it? He did. You guys never thought about that before? The hints have always been there, guys. Always been there. Wow. But seriously, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. But yeah, guys, like, there is so much. There is so much stuff. You guys gotta look into this more. You guys gotta rewatch all the episodes. You guys gotta analyze the shit, make theory videos. Really get into this stuff. Examine the material. Listen to the things I say when I'm talking about this stuff from now on. Examine everything, dude. Even the shorts. Like, not the physical shorts, the YouTube shorts. From now on, all the Space Bros shorts, like the short episodes, are now going to be called episodes because that's how all the episodes are going to be formatted. So yeah, I'm not just talking about the episodes, I was talking about the shorts too. There's stuff in them too. But yeah, guys. Make those fan animations. Make those edits. Use hashtag Space Bros. Make theory videos. Rewatch the episodes. Examine everything. There is so much just beneath the surface of what I've put down here. We've been live for an hour! Also, I like how I did like 5 voice requests in the Clarkson VA stream and like the rest of it was just dedicated to me Space Bros ranting. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you guys with all my heart. Thank you so much for helping with all of this. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, everybody.